What's this? Whoa, earthquake. What's going on, you guys? It's me, SteveTheChimp, and today Ubisoft dropped a ton of news and a lot of updates coming to Siege in the near future. I want to talk better than that. Whoop. Crumple that up. That's in the trash. Rerun. What's up, I almost said, what's up, Steve? Me. Castaways. We are castaways. What's up, you guys? It's me, SteveTheChimp, and today Ubisoft dropped a ton of news on us. A lot of updates are coming to Siege in the very near future. We're going to be discussing the upcoming changes this season, as well as the gameplay of these changes in action. I also included parts of my live reaction to the reveal so that you guys can get my first take on every change they announced. Before we get into the news, I stream on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. EST, and I'd love to hang out with you guys and talk more about these updates there. So be sure to drop by. We all have a good time playing some ranked games and talking about everything Siege. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to stay up to date with any video that goes live. So sit tight and buckle up. The first thing they talked about is the new operator Thunderbird. She's gonna have the Spear 308 as well as, man, where did you put the loadout on the screen?
The DBNO operator will have to manually.
I'm going to my TikTok. My TikTok has everything I need. What do I need to know, Steve? The first thing they talked about is the new operator Thunderbird. Her loadout will be the Spear 308, which if you don't know, that is the AR that Finka has, as well as the Spaz 15, which is the shotgun Caveira has. Now the secondaries are going to be the Q929 and the Bearing 9, as well as her gadget options being an impact grenade or a C4. She's also going to be a 3-speed, which right off the bat I can tell you, a roamer with the Spear 308 and the Bearing 9 is going to be extremely deadly. The Spear 308 has a slow firing rate, but it does pack a punch, while the Bearing 9 up close is extremely powerful. In my opinion, even if her gadget isn't very powerful, she's going to be an extremely dangerous roamer. Now when it comes to her gadget, she has the Kona station. She has 3 of these bad boys that she can place anywhere on the map. They are not bulletproof. You can shoot them, you can grenade them, you can impact them, whatever you want to do to destroy them, but it will shoot health pellets at any operator within its radius, even if it's an attacker. Now one cool thing this gadget does is it picks whoever the weaker operator is. Now if there's a defender and attacker in its radius, it's going to choose the defender, but if it's 2 defenders or 2 attackers, it will choose whoever has less health to shoot a pellet at. After it shoots the pellet, it goes on a cooldown for quite a while and then comes back up with a blue Kona light. Honestly, I think she's going to get a lot of play right off the gate because her loadout is so good, as well as her Kona stations that can be really good for strategies where anchors are holding certain positions and won't be moving anytime soon. For instance, a smoke holding elbow on Oregon basement. You put a Kona station next to that shield, he is getting health, he is getting protected from grenades, he is shielded, he will be insanely hard to get rid of.
Our new operator is Thunderbird, a speedy defender who hails from the Nakota nations of the northern prairies of North America. Armed
She's
with
got
the
bingo
Spear
balls.
308 assault rifle outfitted with NATO sights, or the Spaz 15 shotgun as her primary, and a sidearm choice of the Q929 pistol or the Bearing 9, she wields her formidable arsenal in conjunction with her
the Spear 308 and the Bearing 9
impact grenades or
is going to be
nitro
insane
cells,
on a roamer.
as you prefer.
I already know she's going to be OP, at least with her
When it comes
loadout.
to her gadget, well, say hello to the Kona station. Once Thunderbird deploys one of these devices and it arms itself, it'll shoot a tasty health nugget to the first operator who enters its radius. If multiple defenders are within range, the one with the lowest health gets the juice. The healing works like a shot from Doc's stim pistol. Defenders will see a cooldown timer, while attackers can wait to see a cone of blue light that indicates a charge is ready. And their
Now, attackers can use it. That's
charged Kona station will
scary.
heal anyone
That's kind of
who
scary.
enters its Using Thatcher's EMP to temporarily disable a Kona station rather than destroying it could earn an attacker a nice little health boost for a post-plant situation. A Kona station charge can be used by a down but not out operator to get themselves
okay, now that's going to be nice. That is going to be super nice, especially for those teammates that just refuse to get you back up. They just say, sorry bro, you're gone.
Kona stations can do wonders for defender survivability.
I think this is just about the new map. No one cares about. Yeah, we react to this. It's just her some more. In case any morons didn't understand, that just shoots The new operator basically just shoots health bubblegum. Oh, and an impact or C4. Sick.
I'm a duck main, have almost 100 hours on duck, and I have to admit I don't use my heal always on my teammate. I usually use it on myself.
This is the guy I was talking about earlier. That's why we need this operator.
Really focus
these dock mains that don't stim you.
Her mother and father instilled Nakota values. She's also very close to her father. He was the first person to introduce her to a helicopter engine.
Dang, that jacket though.
Jacket is actually the Nakota word for Thunderbird. We try to instill it where they were born by
stages that we'd be rolling out in year 6 to discuss.
How am I not already famous, man? It's so funny. Melusi is finally being shut down. Now when you walk into the radius of one of her Banshees, it will still slow you down, but as soon as it starts going off, it will blossom open and you could shoot it for a one-shot destroy. One-shot destroy, my brain's Now when you walk into its radius, it will blossom open and you can shoot it once to destroy it. I think this basically turns Banshees into a motion detector and it's going to bring Melusi's pick rate down quite a bit. So if you're a player that's been very frustrated with Melusi and almost banning her every match, you're not going to have to worry about that much longer, in my opinion.
The gadget from Melusi, it's really hard to get around it. Operators have to have a pretty specific loadout to get rid of it easily. Something with explosives, let's say a grenade or a gun 6. What we've done is that the gadget now is deployed close and it will open only when the
is it finally shootable?
Entering the detection area.
Oh.
Once it's open, attackers will be able to...
Melusi is dead now. Guys, Melusi's dead. R.I.P. Moment of silence. JK. Oh! All right. Maestro and Mira got a nerf as well. Now when you walk up to Evil Eye cams or Mira windows, if you melee them, it will permanently shatter them, and the Evil Eye will have to open up to see anything, while the Mira will have to shoot her canister to drop the mirror to see anything out of that hole. I saw a lot of people upset over this change. I think it's a great change because right now the Evil Eyes are a bit too powerful, and Mira's, honestly, you shouldn't be letting the operators get that close in the first place. I don't think this is going to bring down Mira's presence at all, but I do think it'll make attackers more comfortable playing against her. Meanwhile, any Maestro mains out there might want to check out my latest TikToks on the best spots to put those Evil Eyes so that you don't have to worry about this change coming to the game. You like that? You like that? Maybe you could put a TikTok button? Up to you. I also think this Maestro change is good to happen now before he's able to use them after death. That is already going to be very OP, and if you could not melee the Evil Eyes, it would be very frustrating to play against.
We're introducing a new mechanic that is called Shattered Glass that will allow players
to get
close.
There it is. Mirrors are now meleeable.
And shatter them. When they get shattered, they obstruct the view from the other side, either the observation tool or in the case of the Mira, from the other side of the wall. For Maestro, you can shatter
Evil Eyes too. Okay.
Doors he has. And
all right, I kind of like these changes. I think defenders are have a little too much power on the intel side right now.
For the VP cameras, it's more of the same. You can get close to the camera, melee the glass, and the glass will break. And the operators on the observation
bulletproof cams don't break anymore.
Able to see anything.
They just shatter.
They are break. They won't be able to use the red or yellow pin.
I guess it's the same thing though. If it's permanent.
Remain connected, so you don't see, but you can hear what's going on, which is also an interesting piece.
You can hear. Smoke received a couple big changes as well. The visuals of his smokes actually changed quite a bit, and I do like the new look. It's a bit more easy to see through, and it's got little flakes. I don't know, it just makes it look a little nicer, a little crisper. Now, a change I'm a bit on the fence with smoke is they made it to where it cannot clip through walls anymore. So in places like hookah, where you can throw it in the pink couch corner and get all the way to default by billiards table, that won't be possible anymore with this change. Obviously, if you open up the ceiling or floor and throw a canister into that hole, it will still clip through, but if there's just a straight up wall there, it will not go through anymore. Now, I've always enjoyed this feature of smoke, even though I know it's an accident on the devs' ends that they just left into the game, but I do wonder if this is a good change to be made or if it wasn't needed. Smoke is quite the powerful op, so I could see a reason to bring them down a notch. I just don't know if this is the way to do it.
Really, the new smoke.
The new smoke effects look cool.
Different. We've created a new VFX and a new zone effects. I think we've achieved to make it easier to understand where the limit of it is. But yeah, it's not that different. Depending on how the canister is placed, the cylinder will deploy in weird ways sometimes, making the gas get through the walls or even the floors and ceilings. Sometimes this is used by accident, and sometimes is intended.
I've never abused this glitch. I am innocent.
System, and what the smoke does now is that it tries to propagate through the whole C-founds. So
yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this change.
It might propagate depending on
smoke is extremely powerful right now, so maybe he needs a little bit of a tone down, but at the same time I think everyone liked that mechanic. Just me, I guess. I don't know. Now, they also removed bolt holes, which I am a big fan of. The amount of times I've been shot through a single bolt hole and I did not even see the guy. It's just an infuriating thing to happen to you during a match, and I think a lot of people feel the same way. There's a lot of people that also used it a lot and enjoyed it, and even I did it sometimes, but I do think it was a change that was necessary. Now, they did mention this doesn't change anything with crumbling. Once you shoot 6 or 7 shots into the wall and it crumbles and makes a hole, that still happens. You just can't see through a single bullet hole anymore.
Today we have people shooting a small 9mm in wall and then try to peek through it.
No more bullet holes. Let's go, dude. Take that, you spoit lords. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this shocked me a ton. I did not see this coming at all, but they removed ragdoll bodies. Now, when you kill somebody, after a couple of seconds, their body disappears and leaves a faded out logo of that operator. I think this is amazing for 2 reasons. The most obvious reason is client-side bodies. This is where a body would be in a different position for you as it would be for the enemy team. This would end up in one of the players not seeing another player because they're hiding behind a body, while that player can see the player because the body's not even near them. This will allow you to no longer be shot by people that you can't see at all as they are behind a dead body, while for them, they're not behind anything at all. Now, second tiny perk to this is sometimes you don't recognize what operator that really is on the ground. If your team isn't communicating and they have a certain cosmetic on their operator, sometimes you see a body and you don't know what operator was killed because you don't recognize it. Now, this is a much smaller perk, but still a perk. I'm honestly really excited for this change, and I did not see it coming, so it made me even more excited to see it in the live reveal.
So the way it's going to work now is that when an operator dies, the body will fall, and just a few seconds later, an icon will appear.
Oh shit! I did not see this coming at all. What? That's actually huge.
The same amount of intel.
Wait. Ragdolls are gone. Ragdoll bodies are gone. They're just going to disappear and have an icon where they were dead. Whoa. Another small but necessary change is armor. Now armor will just be shown as extra health on your health bar, which will allow players to better recognize what the armor is doing. As for Rook, if you put on an armor pad from Rook, it will add 25 to your overall health. That being said, I wonder if we're going to see a Rook and Thunderbird meta where everyone's just jacked up on health. Worth a shot in my opinion. They also simplified attachments and what they do. Now a muzzle brake will recenter your reticle quicker, while a compensator will help you better with left and right recoil pattern. For instance, on the Ellis gun where it sways left and right really bad, compensator is going to be the move for that gun. And then flash hider is going to help you with the vertical recoil. So flash hider is going to probably be the most common attachment, while compensator is going to be best for those weapons that sway back and forth too much.
It feels like sometimes picking a 3 armor, you just feel like you're picking a
different armors now show us health. That's going to be a lot simpler for players to understand, especially me. I mean, I never really understood it to begin with.
It's been a while since we touched the muzzle attachments. Those.
Oh, look at that UI, dude. It looks so clean.
When you equip one of them, you will have a better time understanding what they do. Because currently, well, you ask your friends, you ask someone on Twitch what they use, but we want to make sure that the players have the choice and they know the variety of stuff they do to a weapon. For the flash hider, now it's only affecting the hop time.
Okay, attachments are a lot simpler too now. Sick. Those were confusing as well. So 2 features in the game, armor and attachments, that were always kind of weird and confusing. They now are going to be a lot more easy to understand. That's awesome. Last but certainly not least, they are adding after death support. Now, this is not going to be released in the new season when it goes live, but it will be released in the test server that starts on Tuesday, May 25th. I assume they're doing this because they're not prepared for the feedback or the bugs that might come along with this big change. But as of Tuesday, if you install the test server, you can now test out after death support. This means after you die, you can drone around, you can use a Maestro cam if you're Maestro, you can use a yokai if you're Echo, you can basically use whatever gadgets you had on the map after you die. This is a big change, a bit of a scary change. This could either really help Siege and hit a broader audience, because it's less downtime, less boring for some people, and more action, while for others, it could ruin the game possibly and make it not as fun or not as realistic. I lean on the side of it making the game better, but that's only because I want change to be exciting and I don't want to dread it. So I'm gonna go into it with optimism, hoping it makes the game more fun rather than thinking it's gonna ruin the game permanently. But if I'm being honest with you, it could go either way.
So now there's not a lot of changes to that. It's just going to be the replay showing you how you died. So you won't be stuck in the death sequence as you were before. You will be able to skip all the phases before.
So activities after death is coming, boys. You better strap down and get ready. It's gonna be a whole new game.
Was to,
in a good way or a bad way. I'm not sure which side I am on this. I'm excited to try it out, but it could go either way. I have no idea until it happens.
Okay.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the video. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about any of these changes. Are you happy about them? Are you mad about them? Are you both? Let me know in the comments below. With all that being said, it's been a blast going over this content with you guys, and I cannot wait for the next one. Later.